In this episode, I'm delighted to say that my special guest is the CEO of OMV, Alfred Stern. Alfred, it's great to have you here. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to the conversation.
Well, let's start with your leadership roundtable discussion. It was focused on the circular economy. So how important were the takeaways from it? What can you tell us?
Yeah, of course, the conversation by itself is very important. Circular economy is really a solution to our energy challenges and to our resource challenges that we have. Ever increasing population with better living standards, they have more requirements, more resource use, more energy use, and circular economy can be a solution. This was also one of the big conclusions that we had. The other big piece was, and that was a very interesting conversation, across the globe, maybe the way how to implement this will be quite different. And the third big conclusion that I would have from it is, we've been having this conversation for quite some time now, and you could see that we are starting to move. People are starting to implement actual projects, and that's of course wonderful, because that's what we need. The train has started to move. We need to get on the train.
We need to get on the train. We need more momentum. People are getting on board, but what will it take to get everybody on board? What are the timelines and expectations that we can consider when it comes to the circular economy?
I think we shouldn't wait until everybody is on board, right? We need to start moving now, and we can see that in industry over history, over time. You need to find the coalition of the willing, and you need to start pilot projects. You need to start doing things. At OMV, for example, we are starting to deliver sustainable aviation fuel, and we have signed MOUs with big airlines like Lufthansa Group or with Ryanair. So these are important partners to start driving this progress. Maybe it doesn't reach everybody yet, but it's an important starting point that is showing what is possible. But then further on, to make this a broad kind of activity, the right regulatory and policy framework is very important.
Talk to me about how receptive governments are when it comes to more regulation, more framework, even incentives, and what this means for consumers at the end of the day.
I think the responses are a little bit different across the globe, and it depends really where are the biggest challenges. We use Europe as a starting point for many of those activities, because the societies in Europe, they are very interested in this, but also there's a lot of support for regulatory and policy frameworks from the government and from the European Commission. So that's very helpful to do this, and we want to use this in order to start real activities and then use them as pilots, as good examples across the globe.
Lastly, sum up for me the atmosphere, the energy on the ground here at ADIPEC compared to last year.
I've been coming to ADIPEC for many years, and the energy is always great. I think this year is especially good. I've had many interesting conversations, met so many people. I think it's a little bit after a time of less meetings, everybody is happy and understanding. If we want to drive forward, if we want to innovate together, if we want to make the drive towards sustainability, I think it's extremely important to communicate not just within companies, across supply chains, but also across different institutions, and that's what's happening here. It's great.
It is great indeed. Well, enjoy the rest of the conference, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
That's all we have time for in this episode, but thank you for watching, and for more interviews and insights of this kind from ADIPEC 2022, head to adipec.com or check out YouTube and LinkedIn. I'll see you again next time. Take care.